As the USA chant goes up here at the Mount Pearl Glacier, we get set to bring you this under-18 game between Slovakia and the United States. Expecting a big crowd on hand to watch this one, both live and online. And of course, for all the American viewers this evening, we want to wish everybody a very happy Independence Day, July 4th. A big day in the United States. Here in Canada, we just finished celebrating July the 1st, Canada Day. USA out on the floor. The under-18s, first time we've seen the U18s. The U20s had a tough game today against the Czech Republic, losing 9-1. But again, the U18s and the U20s, two different animals, two different beasts, two different teams. Slovakia, always a world power in ball hockey. They have won the last 3 men's championships. See what this U18 team brings to the floor. They had a tough game this morning. They played Great Britain. They won it 3-0, which in many ways was a victory for Great Britain. Not expecting to be that competitive, but they gave Slovakia all they could handle earlier this morning over on rink number 2. And we are at the Glacier, Mount Pearl, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, the host city for the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Championships. We are on the very eastern tip of North America. Newfoundland, the island, out on the east coast of Canada, easternmost point in North America. You can spit in the ocean from here. We're going to be here all week with the World Championships, the under-20, the under-18. Games today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and the championship games will be on Sunday. Here you see the Slovaks. They'll be in the predominantly blue jerseys. The USA down to our right in the whites, in goal. For the United States, it's Robert Snyder. We get a good look at young Robert Snyder. International competition. And for the Slovaks, it'll be Adam Rekoš in goal, number 39. So it's Rekoš and Schneider. We welcome you back. We've had a little bit of a break. We had 2 games earlier this morning, and because of some changes made to the schedule, had a bit of a break this afternoon, but we are underway again. We've got 3 games left for you this evening, 5, 7, and 9. We've got some opening ceremonies at 8:45. So a full evening of ball hockey ahead here in these ISBHF World Junior Championships. States controlling it early, shot right in front. A great chance for Jordan Albright. Right off the opening face-off. Shot did not get through to goal. You see a lot of shots blocked in ball hockey. Melanson down in the corner. Back to Albright. Albright working it around behind the goal. Albright up along the boards. Great opening shift for Albright, trying to work his way in front. Finally knocked off of his stick. Back of the point, kept in by Ferris. Dumps it in deep. States will change. Give the first shift to the United States. Dumped down the floor, racing after it was Matusz Gorbash. Couldn't catch up to it for Slovakia. States will dump it in. Rekoš out to play it up along the boards. Dinesh knocked down by Abate. Melanson. Sorry, this is Andes, number 8, Andes. Working it out in front, backhand. Comes right out in front. They try and jam it in at the side. Rekoš holds the post, gets the right pad down, then a long shot comes in from Poulin. Rekosh made the save on that, had to be alert. Another good shift for the U.S. Andes behind the goal. Ball goes up in the air into the mesh. We'll get our first whistle. We've had our first line change and 2 shifts are in. Give them both to the United States. No score, just the 1 shot on goal. Mentioned earlier today, if you were with us, there's a good contingent of USA fans here at the Glacier. Well over 100 family and friends here to cheer on their U20s and U18 teams. I mentioned a tough morning for the U20s. Let's see what the U18s can do. They're off to a great start against the Slovaks. That's played in by Geetens. Now the Slovaks go to work. Pavelka taken away from him by Burner. Out in front, there to the boards. On it is Melfi. Over on the far side, Ryan Shaw will pick it up there off the boards. States with a chance to move it out. Stopped right at center. Got to get it in deep, but the Slovaks guilty of exactly the same mistake. Don't get it deep when they have it at center, and play stays at center right now. Tamburo will play it in. He'll get it in deep. Now they'll go into forecheck. Ball goes high in there. That got by Ferris at center. He'll hustle back to pick it up. Down the floor. And back it comes again. Ferris around the boards. Good job over on the far side by Albright. Up ahead. Got it to Cutler, Dave Cutler. Cutler's pass, a weak one, was intercepted. Slovaks clear it down the floor. That'll go over the red line. That'll be a flooring call against Slovakia. Great pace to start this game. Slovakia, USA on Independence Day. I mentioned we had 2 games this morning. We have 3 on our webcast schedule this evening. Glad to have you along. My name is George Scott. Daryl Redmond is the cameraman. Steve Power calls him the Axe. Steve, president of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association, also does a lot of webcast work, various sports. Slovakia controlling it off the draw. They'll throw it high down the floor. Bouncing ball right on goal, so no flooring. We'll force Snyder to cover it up. They'll get a face-off in the U.S. end of the floor. Smart play. If you're going to dump it down the floor like that, get it on goal so there's no flooring. The goalkeeper has to cover it up. You get a face-off in the attacking zone. Melker won the face-off cleanly. Back to, oh, sorry, that was Sahul, 22 for Slovakia, rather. Melker is 22 on the U.S. Back of the point, wrist shot blocked, doesn't get through. Now they'll backhand it in. Back to pick it up, Poulin. Along the boards, good hustle to get to it. Simonetti. U.S. with it behind their goal. Poulin, watched by Minko. Gets it over to Albright. Albright gets the return pass. Albright down the left side. Albright breaking in. Albright knocked down. U.S. fans wanting a penalty. Referee says play on. Busting around the outside. Fashko Rudash to the side of the goal. Fashko Rudash still with it. Slips. Shaw's on him. Fashko Rudash to the side of the goal. Schneider covers it up. Tremendous pace to start this game. Just 5 minutes, 1 second into the opening period. We'll play 3 15-minute periods. And folks, this could be a dandy based on the way it has started here this evening. Jones around the boards, can't get it out, kept in. Bodie down along the boards, gets it to Schwalen. Garno plays it back behind the goal for the United States. Garno gets the return pass, headed in his feet, able to come up with it. Oh, this is Garno, up ahead, Andes. Good pass, down deep. Chasing after it is Washart. To the side of the goal, ball goes high in the air, kept in. Garno. Garno turns, shoots, that just goes wide. Jumping over it on the far side is Budes. Budes for the United States. Plays it to the boards, race for it there. On it first is Michael Andes. Andes cutting in front, Andes gets it to his forehand. His shot went off a leg wide. Schwalen able to clear it for the Slovaks. Got it to Korbash. Shot comes in, save made by Snyder. Rebound controlled by Budes. Melfi into the middle. Geetens. They'll get it in over the blue line. No further. It's turned back by the Slovaks. Melfi. Poulin. Poulin dumps it in. Wide of the goal. It comes off the end boards. And Rekos had to be careful as it came off the end boards. Hit him in the heel. Almost went back into the goal. Saw it at the last second and covered it up. Rekos grabs a drink of water. Got away with that one. Teammates come back and a little tap on the pads. U.S. win the faceoff. Ball bouncing around, taken away by the Slovaks, but kept in by the U.S. A shot right on goal. Reaching for, but unable to get it was Vince Melfi. Tried to get to the backhand. Cleared in by the Slovaks. Chasing after it. Nenchos, penalty coming up. It's going to go to Slovakia. Little too aggressive on the forecheck. Put the body on the man. You can't body check. And that's going to be the call. Body contact against Slovakia. And it will be number 10, Nicholas Janchos. First power play opportunity goes to the United States. There's Janchos heading to the penalty box on the far side. Again, if you weren't with us earlier, the Glacier here in Mount Pearl, a little different setup. Two benches and the penalty box over on the far side. They're on the same side. Most arenas have the players' benches and the penalty box on opposite sides. And all the stands are here on the near side. No stands over on the far side. A little bit different. Shot doesn't get through and cleared away. Hustling after it. Church for Slovakia. Gets a short-handed shot on goal. Save made by Snyder. Back at the blue line. States will set up. Andes. Got it across, looking for Cutler. Cutler played it in. Taken by Budas. Budas with a shot. Save made by Rekos. Rebound taken by the Slovaks. Cleared down the floor. Snyder will come out to play it. Moves it quickly up ahead to Andes. Giveaway. Slovakia short-handed. Turned back. Chipped away. Loose ball at center. Budas will give it back to Andes. Just under a minute to go in the United States power play. They'll get it in over the blue line, and they can work it all the way back to center and stay onside. Long pass, they got away with it. That's a tough one. Simonetti down in the corner. Sets up. Good pass out in front. Slap shot off a stick, up and out of play as Garneau was set up beautifully. Top of the circle. Did go off a Slovakian player, so the face-off will stay right there. Slovakia changes. U.S. will make a few changes as well. Deneš to take the face-off for Slovakia. He'll go up against Brandon Garneau of the United States. Boris Deneš. Garneau won the face-off. All played down into the corner. On it first was Vizdosh, and he will clear it down the floor. 25 seconds to go in the U.S. power play. Brought up by Albright. They'll gain the zone. Now they'll set up. Melfi. Time running out. Just 10 seconds to go in the power play. Melfi leaves it there. Melanson. One-timer, scores! From the right boards. Jordan Albright rips it home with just a couple of seconds left to go in the power play. And the United States take a 1-0 lead. Just as it looked like Slovakia were about to kill off the power play, Albright setting up over on the right side, just top of the circle, rips one home. So the USA in the under-18s take a 1-0 lead over Slovakia. I think we're in for a dandy here this evening. Two games we did earlier, a little bit one-sided. 6-2 Canada over Switzerland in the U18s, and then Czech Republic dominated the United States 9-1 in the U20s, but I think we've got a good one here this evening. Dumped in by the United States. Rekoš out to play it into the corner. On it first is Pavelka for Slovakia, but the States come up with it. And then taken back by Gados. He'll play it back behind his goal. Long dump down the floor to nobody in particular, and that'll be a flooring call against Slovakia. Come all the way back down to our left. Face-off will be to the left of Adam Rekoš, the Slovakian goaltender. Shots on goal, 6-4 favoring the United States. 5:12 left to go in the first period. First period has gone by quickly. Geetens off the boards. Geetens shot, save made by Rekoš. Kept in by the U.S. Fanning on the shot was Letourneau. Now the Slovaks move it up to center. Can't get any further than that. Tomáš Nauš will backhand it in. Back there first, Poulin for the U.S. Steady looking defenseman. Working against Nauš. Poulin wins the battle and clears the ball down the floor. Hustling back to get it, Kashak. To Sarvash on the left side. A shot blocked, doesn't get through. Minko for Slovakia. Minko behind the goal. Minko along the boards trying to play it back. U.S. not giving them much room, but now here's a chance in front. Big save! Milker robbed by Schneider. Schneider with his best save of the game. Didn't look like the Slovaks had a whole lot happening, and all of a sudden Melker was able to work his way in off the boards. Got Dunaway, a great shot. The left-handed shot coming off the right boards. Gives you a great angle to shoot it, and Schneider with the glove hand denied the Slovaks the tying goal. Now the ball goes up into the air, into the mesh. We'll redo that face-off. Under 4 to play here in the first period, 3:52 left to go. The DJ plays American Woman here in the stadium. Up ahead, trying to get it to Cutler. Cutler breaking in left side, just offside at the blue line. In ahead of the play was Gavin McCain by just a fraction. Cutler looked like he had a lot of room on that left side, but offside is the call. They're going to bring him all the way back. Tough call against the U.S. on this one. Usually you do that on the intentional offside. That one certainly wasn't intentional. Or when players refuse to clear the zone after they've been told it's a delayed offside. It's a tough call against the U.S. Slovakia trying to take advantage of it. Melker, who had that great chance a moment ago. Melker's got it again. Well, now I know why they've moved the face-off back. They called a penalty against the United States. Missed that completely. Sorry, folks. Dave Cutler, guy who had the ball, called for a penalty. Not sure what that was, but it's a power play for Slovakia. Shot came from outside, ricochets out, and the States clear it down the floor. Slovakia bring it in. Getting back there first is Andes. Oh, Andes is shoved to the boards. But taking the worst of that was Minko. Might have been a penalty if he'd actually contacted the USA player a little more, but Minko was the one who went into the boards. Missed the contact that he attempted. Anyway, we continue on. Still a power play for Slovakia. Melker, down low. Minko, Melker. Up high. Vizdash. In front, save made by Schneider. Schneider with his second huge save here in the first period. That time with the right pad. First time it was with the trapper. Melker. Melker, one-timer. Block, goes over into the corner. Dinish back at the point. That doesn't get through. Off the boards. Getting to it first is Albright. Albright breaking it out. 2-on-1 shaping up for the U.S. shorthanded. Albright shoots. Save made by Radosh. Knocked out of the air by Shaw. Another save, Radosh. Out in front for Shaw again. Shaw with another chance. Another save by Rekosh. What action here. Brilliant opening period. Slovakia with 2 or 3 good chances on the power play. Schneider coming up with a couple of big saves. A big one with the right pad. Then U.S. come back short-handed. 2-on-1. Couple of good chances. Rekosh stands tall in net for Slovakia. We remain 1-0 for the United States. The only goal scored by Jordan Albright earlier in the first. Minute and a half to go here in the first period. Been by far the best period of ball hockey we have seen here today at rink number 2, or sorry, rink number 1, the main rink at the Glacier. And that'll be a flooring call against Slovakia. Tell you folks, if you're a ball hockey fan, you are loving this first period. Face-off will be to the right of Adam Rekosh. Michael Andes in to take the face-off for the United States. He wins it, and quickly right off the draw back to Melanson, a quick shot and a save made by Rekosh. Nicholas Jenčus shaken up on the play for Slovakia, number 10. He's gone to the bench, replaced by Tomáš Nauš. This time, Slovakia win the face-off. Can't get it out. Good pinch. Kept in on the far side by Andes. Michael Andes in front. Turning, trying to get the shot away. States are on it again. Backhand. Doesn't get through. Cleared away by Horvath. Slovakia again can't get it out. Third try they will. Down the floor. Back to pick it up. Poulin. 35 seconds to go here in the first period. Poulin directing traffic from behind the goal. Trying to negotiate a final rush here for the Americans. Up ahead, just beyond the reach of Washart. Washart goes in to the boards. Ferris in there to pick it up. Ferris threw it out in front, a swing and a miss. Ball is loose, cleared away. That was the defenseman, Jan Sarvish, who made the save as the ball got behind the goalkeeper. One more chance, save made by Rekosh just as he got his stick back. Incredible action here. Jan Sarvish, deep in the Slovak goal, made that save on that previous play as it got past Rekosh. Looked to be 2-0 for the Americans, and the players do a little jawing back and forth. Just 2.7 seconds left to go in the first period. What a first period it has been. We've got one penalty being called, and it's going to go to Sarvash, the player who made that save in behind his goalkeeper. Now gets called for a penalty. Didn't catch the signal from the referee. Not sure what it was for, but Sarvash has gone to the penalty box. It'll be a power play for the U.S. Not much time here unless they win the draw cleanly. They did, but couldn't get the shot away. The buzzer goes. That penalty will carry over now into the second period. The U.S. leading it 1-0 will have the power play. Heading into the second, still a minute 58 left to go in that penalty to Sarvash. Wow. Brilliant 15 minutes of ball hockey by these two under-18 squads, Slovakia and the United States. The only goal, Jordan Albright for the United States. They lead it 1-0 after 15 minutes. Folks, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Then we'll come back with the second period. Don't want to miss it. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Championships from St. John's, Newfoundland in Canada. Back in 5. All right, we have caught our breath here at the Glacier after a frenetic opening 15 minutes to this under-18 game between Slovakia and the United States. United States leading it 1-0. Shots on goal in that first period, 10-6 in favor of the USA. And they will start this second period on the power play. Minute 58 left to go in the penalty to Jan Sarvaš of Slovakia. All right, the States control it off the face-off. They'll try and get it in over that blue line, then set up. They'll just dump it in, then they'll go into forecheck. Back to get it first, Jan Sahul. He had it taken away. Good forecheck by the U.S. as they come up with the ball, but then a giveaway taken by Minko of Slovakia. He'll dump it in. Garneau in over the blue line. Melanson couldn't handle the pass. Now Melanson's got it. Melanson tried to make the pass over. The U.S. couldn't pull the trigger. Brad Budes. Back of the blue line. Albright. Down low. Melanson. Over on the far side. Works it in around behind the goal. That's an arrow. On him quickly is Levichka. That's an arrow for the U.S. Over to Melanson. Melanson with a shot. Goes wide. Comes off the end boards. Reaching for it was Budes. Couldn't come up with it. Minko clears it down the floor for Slovakia. And hustling down there first, Fashko Rudash. Tried to play it in off the goalkeeper. Got his own rebound. Cheeky little play by Fashko Rudash. From behind the goal. Tried to bank it off the goalkeeper. Then went and got his own rebound. Then from the near boards, the shot comes in from Korbash. And Snyder will cover it up. So far, a good penalty kill for Slovakia. Just 21 seconds left to go in the penalty to Sarvaš. And if you're watching the game, you want to interact with us, let us know where you are watching from, who you're cheering for. Let us know on Twitter, @GScottSports. I'll check the old Twitter account in just a moment. See who's checking in. Dumped in by the States. Rekosh out to play it into the corner. States setting up, shot! Didn't get a lot on that was Albright. Slams his stick on the floor in a bit of frustration as he knows he didn't quite get all of that. But the States continue their pressure. Ball bouncing around out in front. Jamming away at it was Albright again. Now Albright knocks his man down and he knew right away that's going to be a penalty. As the Slovak penalty expires, Albright will go to the penalty box. It'll be a power play for Slovakia. Tripping. And a no-doubter. Albright had a couple of good chances on the power play. Now has to go over and sit for 2 minutes. As he said in the movie Slapshot, you sit, you feel shame. Right from the face-off, USA clear it down the floor. Minko for Slovakia. Dumped in. Now the Slovaks will go into forecheck. Fishdash in there first. Minko knocks it down at the blue line. Gave it back to Sahul. Down to Fashko Rudash. They get it to the side of the goal, covered up by Snyder. He'll get a whistle and a face-off. Minute 22 left to go in the penalty to Albright of the United States. USA making changes on the penalty kill. Budesh, Andes. That's an arrow. Face-off controlled by the Slovaks. Minko couldn't pull the trigger. Here on the near side, Fashko Rudash. Minko, one-timer shot goes wide. Sahul. Fashko Rudash. Sahul, shot. Fanned on it, it was blocked and cleared. Just didn't get a whole lot of wood on that shot. Easy block. Good pinch up at center by number 29, Brad Budesh. For the U.S., 35 seconds to go in the Slovakian power play. Vizdash dumps it in. Back to get it. Shah can't get it out. Knocked down over there by Minko. Minko back at the point. Figura shot goes wide. Kept in near boards. Fashko Rudash. Sahul. That shot again blocked. Off the stick of Figuera. That'll do it. Penalty is over. The States are back to full strength. Thrown in front, and Snyder alertly covers up, and we get a bit of pushing and shoving. Vizdash not happy with one of the American players. Officials get in and separate them quickly. Nothing comes of it. 4.5 minutes gone here in the second period. Still just the one goal in this game, that by Jordan Albright of the United States in the first period. Church won the faceoff against Lentonero of the U.S. Ball goes in behind the U.S. goal. U.S. come up with it, chip it off the boards, but kept in smartly. Now the U.S. will move it out. Good hustle by Lentonero, trying to get it out in front. On it is Church for Slovakia. Pinned against the boards. And held there. He'll get a whistle, he'll get a face-off. The U.S. will change, as will Slovakia. Shots on goal, 12-9, favoring the United States. Pace from the first period has carried over here into the second. Face-off will be to the left of Slovakian goaltender Adam Rekoš. Budes for the United States. Lost it. Taken away. And Dreshko, he turned it over. Sarvash, he goes down in a heap. Players go to the corner. On it first. Melanson for the U.S. Threw it across, looking for Albright. Albright's got it. Albright having a look around. Albright trying to cut in front. Albright couldn't get the shot through. Taken away. Sarvash up ahead. And Dreshko, he lost it. Kept in by the U.S. Cleared. Not outside the center red line. Shot! Oh, what a block by Radchek, the defenseman for Slovakia. U.S. fans down below us jumped up. Hands went in the air. They saw the open net. And it was the defenseman, Radchek, Christian Radchek, who made the save for Slovakia to keep this a 1-0 game. It was an open net. It looked like a sure goal for the United States. didn't happen. Slovakia win the faceoff. Sahul, long pass down the floor. It'll go right to Schneider, and Schneider's got to cover up as Fashko Rudash was right there looking for any loose ball. Minko to face off against Andes. Minko for Slovakia, Andes for the United States. The ball goes all the way down the floor. Back to get it. Lavichka turned it over, kept in. Garneau, shot goes wide. Kept in here on the near side. Jones lost it. Slovakia able to move it out to center, can't get it out. States touch it up, that'll be a hand pass. Faceoff will come out into the center floor area. Just outside the Slovak blue line. 2 more games to go tonight. We got Italy and Canada, the U18. And then Canada, the United States in the under 20, 9 o'clock local time. Mark that one down. Turning, Cutler. And off the end boards. 2 U.S. players down there forechecking. McCain comes up with it. Got it to Tamburo. Tamburo able to walk out in front. Shot! Off a couple of players in front. It goes up and out of play. Went off a Slovak player last. Face-off will stay right there to the right of Rekosh. United States, the under 20, really want to rebound off that tough loss they had this morning to the Czech Republic. 9-1. They play Canada. We haven't seen Canada in the under 20s yet. Saw their under 18 team this morning defeat Switzerland 6-2. But it should be a good one tonight. 9 o'clock, USA, Canada, off the boards. Hustling back to pick it up, Poulin. On him quickly was Horvath. Up along the boards, trying to get it out. McCain, he can't. Kept in by Slovakia. Pavalka, down low. Yenchos, lost it. They're down by the States, but well, I thought that was going to be a flooring call. They say it was touched by somebody. Don't know who. Either way, Slovakia come up with it. Dump it in wide of the goal. Snyder plays it off the end boards. Had to be careful there. Cover it up. We're down to 7:33. Pretty much right at the halfway point of this game. Again, just 1 goal. Jordan Albright, the first period for the United States. Tomáš Nauš controls it for Slovakia. Down to Andrashko. Andrashko left it there. Slovakia being kept to the outside right now. They've got control of it, but being kept very wide. In front, there's a great battle happening. Shot comes in, Snyder makes the save. Racek had the chance. Snyder's been very, very good for the United States. 2 huge saves in that first period. Oliver Minko again, face off against Andes. Andes wins it and takes it off the boards himself. Minko knocks him off the ball. Cleared around. Washart Got it up ahead, can't get it out. Kept in by Slovakia, but a diving play by Washart to clear it outside the red line. That's laying it out there for your team. Garneau bats it out of the air, just wide. On it, Sahu. Stealing it down the corner. Andes trying to work it out in front. Rakosh put the paddle down, covered up, then a couple of players fall on it. Rakosh dives out, and we'll get a whistle to the side of the Slovak goal. Face-off will be right there to the right of Adam Rakosh. Stalin facing off against Retanero. Face off won by the U.S. Shot right on goal. Rakosh with the save. Took it high up on the chest. Rebound was there. Kept in by the U.S. Retanero behind the goal. Retanero twisting, turning, trying to get it out in front. Plays it back in deep again. States trying to get it out in front. Taken away by Slovakia. Quickly up the floor. Sarvash can't get any further than the U.S. blue line. States get it in over the blue line. Retanero, good pass off the boards, trying to catch up to it was Poulin. He couldn't. And Slovakia clear it. Kept in, shot goes wide of the goal. Vizdash, the shot from outside the blue line. And he shot's a good one, folks. Here's a chance shot, big save by Schneider. Came out of the goal, made himself big. Went down to his knees, but kept his upper body nice and straight up and down. Made himself big, made the save. In front, Schneider played it away. Schneider with another big save. Time with the glove hand. Schneider putting on a clinic. The whistle goes. Net has come loose. What a sequence for Robert Schneider, and he gets a huge hand from the USA fans who are here at the Glacier this evening. 3 big saves in sequence by Robert Schneider, keeping Slovakia off the board. Out at center. Gadosh will clear it in. Albright up along the boards. Shane Ferris for the United States. Ferris will clear it in. Back there first. Gadosh, rather. Up ahead. Sarvash dumps it in. Ferris back for the U.S. On it first. Pavelka for Slovakia. Sarvash just inside the U.S. blue line. Slovaks able to keep it in. Battles all over the floor, along the boards, out in the open floor area. So tough everywhere. Horvath reverses it. Up ahead, Church. Albright. To Ferris, back to Albright, a nice little give and go. Albright in over the blue line, taken away from him. Gadosh. And the lights go out here at the Glacier as Richard Schirsch got to take the shot. And as you can see on your screen, the lights have gone out. So, not sure how long it's going to take to get the lights back up again. These halogen lights sometimes take a while to reset. Been in some arenas where it's taken 15, 20 minutes for them to come back on once they're turned back on. Not sure what the situation will be here, but Slovakia were coming down the left side. Richard Church getting ready to take a shot, and all of a sudden it got a little dark. Not sure if this is part of the protest against rising electrical rates here in Newfoundland and Labrador. I don't think so. So I can see the lights have come back on, but again, it takes a while for them to get back up to full illumination. Don't get to use that word a lot doing play-by-play. Illumination. So we wait. We will have a delay with the United States leading it 1-0. Shots on goal, 17-13 favoring the U.S. What a sequence a moment ago for the Slovaks. They had 3 great chances. Robert Snyder came up huge for the U.S. First one here in the near side as the Slovaks brought it out from behind the goal. He just came out, went down into the butterfly, but again kept the upper body upright, made himself as big as he could, and closed the gap on the shooter, made the save, and then when it came around the other side, it came out in front and he flashed the leather with the trapper a couple of times, making 2 big saves. And we continue to wait for the lights to come back on. You see that some of the halogen lights are back on, but not sure they all are. They're up almost a little too high to see up underneath to see if they've all come out. No, I don't think they're all even turned back on yet. This could be a while, folks. As I say, I've been in other arenas with similar lights. When they go out, it can take 15 to 20 minutes before they're fully back on. Daryl, you didn't flick a switch over there anywhere, did you? For a cameraman? Oh, he's nodding. Yeah, it's his fault. Okay. You looked at a switch and said, oh, I wonder what this does. Yeah, I wonder what this does. Let's flick it and see what happens. .344. I think what they're going to do, folks, you see the U.S. are going down into the corner. I think what they're going to do is they're going to add the .344. I haven't done any official announcement on this, but it appears this is what's happening. They will add the .344 after they're going to take their 5-minute break now, the intermission for the end of the second, and when we come back for the third, we'll play .344 to finish the second. Then there'll be a whistle. They'll quickly change sides without an actual intermission and then come back and play the final 15 minutes. So with that being the case, from a darkened glacier, we will take a break and come back for the remaining 3 minutes 44 of the second and the third period, with the United States leading this game 1-0. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from St. John's in Canada, the host country for this year. Back in, well, 5 minutes, maybe more. We'll see how long it takes for the lights to come on. Stay with us. Well, as you can see by your picture, the lights are back on here at the Glacier. It did take indeed 15-20 minutes. We've got 3:44 left to go in the second period. They've had their intermission, so at the end of the 3:44, they'll just quickly change ends and go from there. Teams were allowed to go out and warm up a little bit after the lights came back on, just because they've been sitting around so long. So we will resume play. United States leading this game against Slovakia by a score of 1-0. Goal the first period by Jordan Albright. That's been it. Both goaltenders have been brilliant. Adam Rekosh for Slovakia, Robert Snyder for the United States. This under 18 matchup. You may recall the lights went out just as Slovakia was coming down that left side, so the faceoff stays right there. Shot comes outside. Schneider had to be quick as that ball was redirected. Shot initially taken by Alexander Vizdash. Schneider again with another big save. Minko won the faceoff. Vizdash, that shot off a stick of Andes, up and out of play. We'll have that same faceoff now for the third time since coming back. Played 8 seconds and we've had 3 faceoffs right there. Let's make it 4. The ball goes out of play. U.S. will make a wholesale change. 5 new players coming on. This time we're underway. The U.S. couldn't get it out. Kept in smartly by Vizdash. Minko trying to cut towards the front of the goal, had it knocked off his stick, and the U.S. come away. Up through the middle. Albright can't get it in over the blue line, and back comes Slovakia. Fashko Rudash tried to center it, that didn't work. Ball bouncing around. Defenseman fell down. 3-on-1 here for the U.S. In front, broken up smartly by Vizdash. Defense partner had fallen down over to the far side, led to a 3-on-1. No shot on goal by the U.S. Try and get it up to Albright, turn it over, kept in by Slovakia. Figueres, shot comes off the end boards. Schneider's got it. He'll hold on. 2:30 to go in the second period. Ball goes to the boards off the face-off. On it first. That's there, no. For the U.S. Comes out in front. Again, they can't clear it. Kept in by Slovakia. Over on the far boards. Pavelka. He lost it. Rung around here on the near side. And cleared away. Hustling back. Dinesh. Comes right out in front. Knocked down by Geetens and then put wide and up into the mesh. Good forecheck that time by the USA. Slovakia had gotten back, got to the ball first, but then turned it over. that'll play off the stick of the U.S. player, so the face-off will come outside the Slovak blue line. U.S. dump it down in deep. They go into forecheck on it first. Tamburo turning in the corner, working it up along the boards. Back at the point for Shaw. In behind the goal. Cutler. Dave Cutler. Cutler twisting and turning, trying to get away from Gadosh. Andes. Shaw holding it in. Andes. Long shot drifts wide of the goal. Sarvash moves it up ahead. Ratchak along the boards. Ratchak getting himself free. Tried to pass it out in front. Cleared away by the United States. Under a minute to go here in what is the second period. Hand pass was the call. 3:44 to go in the second when the lights went out here at the Glacier. Led to about a 15-20 minute delay. So they added that 3:44 onto the start of the third. They had their intermission. Long pass up ahead. Fashko Rudash couldn't control it. That almost sprung him free. Albright down the boards. Garneau in the corner. Working against Figura. For Slovakia, Figura working his way up through the middle. Lost it, but had the stick knocked out of his hand, so that's going to be a penalty to the United States. Holding. Washart will go, number 93. Good rush by Figura. Brought it out of his own end as far as the blue line and then drew the holding penalty. Two-minute man advantage for Slovakia, trailing it 1-0, 27.5 seconds left to go in the second. Peter Melker kicked out of the face-off circle for Slovakia. Coming in to take it, Matusz Levichka. Up against Geetens. Ball is loose. States get it. And backhand it the length of the floor. That'll help kill some time as the Slovak team is on the power play. Line up along the blue line. Pass over the far side. They get it in over the blue line, and Melker got smacked to the hands. Complained about it, and I think Slovakia, in retaliation, may have picked up a penalty. Melker first got hit in the hands. You see him dropped his glove and went right to the bench. There was no call on the play, but Oliver Minko gets called for the retaliation as he went back at the U.S. player and picks up 2 for roughing. That'll negate the Slovak power play. .2 seconds left to go. The United States will pull the goalie. Thinking Slovakia can't score in 2.2 seconds, so States need to get another player out on the floor. They've only got 5. They pulled the goalie but didn't get the extra attacker out there. It's a mistake here by the United States. They've got, actually, I'll take that back, folks. It should have been 4-on-4. They had 5 out there. My bad. I was thinking they should have had the extra one, but both teams had a penalty, so they had 5 against 4 of Slovakia. All a moot point as the ball goes to the boards. So much happening. That's my excuse. All right, second period finally comes to an end. It was a long one with the 20-minute delay. Trying to get the lights back on. So the teams will just quickly change ends. Whistle goes. No intermission here. They already had a lengthy delay. Teams are being told just let's get it going. No time to huddle up. So it is 4-on-4. Again, apologies to the United States, thinking that they should have had the extra player out there. They did. They had 5. Now it's 4-on-4 for a lengthy period of time, barring other penalties. 1:33 left to go in the penalty to the United States. 1:56 left to go in the penalty to Slovakia. Ferris. Over to Albright. Albright up through the middle. Albright in over the blue line, dumps it in. He'll go and get it himself. Albright behind the goal. He's had a strong game. Had the goal. And on the backhand, he got it out in front. And the USA make it 2-0. Albright did the work, got it out in front. I believe it was number 71, Evan Simonetti, makes it 2-0 for the United States early in the third period. Even strength goal, so we stay 4-on-4. US steal it. Long shot wide of the goal from Ferris. Budes controlling it, cycles it back down low. Slovakia clear it, hopped over the stick of Albright. Albright's got to hustle back. Does a good job to turn, gets it up ahead to Ferris. Ferris in over the blue line. Pushed off the ball by Gadesh. Cleared in behind the goal again. Shot from out in front. Save made by Rekosh. Garneau found himself all alone in the high slot. Got away a great slap shot. Rekosh made the save. Whistle goes. Face-off will be right there to the left of Rekosh. Minute 19 into the third period. Huge goal for the United States. Shot well wide of the mark. Abate holds it in. Garneau shot doesn't get through to goal. Garneau across, quick shot by Poulin and a save by Rekosh. Looked like Slovakia had a chance to move it out. They turned it over and quickly in front of Poulin. Got away a good shot right in front of Adam Rekosh, who comes up with another big save, keeps his team in it. So now it's the United States on an abbreviated power play. 22 seconds left to go in the penalty to Slovakia. 5-on-4. And face-off won by Slovakia. They'll clear it down the floor. A dozen seconds left to go in the U.S. power play. Dumped in, hustling in to chase after it is Geetens. Out to play it, Rekosh. Geetens. Penalty coming up. Delayed penalty. It'll go to the U.S. Referee emphatically says 11 white, interference. That'll be Vince Melfi. Interference down in front of the Slovakia goal. Don't like to take penalties in the offensive zone. Trailing 2-0, Slovakia on the power play. Minko, Melker, Figura up front. Fashko Rudash back at the blue line, along with Alexander Vizdash. And the States not able to get it out. Looked like they were going to clear the zone, but great job by Slovakia to hold it in. They try the cross crease pass, and getting his stick on it was Melker, and Snyder once again with another big save. Robert Snyder has been spectacular at times in this game. Minute 28 left to go in the power play. Both teams stand pat. Ball goes into the corner. Slovakia's on it quickly. Minko. Back at the point. Vizdash fakes the shot. Down low. Minko. Another big save by Snyder, this time with the left pad as he robs Alexander Vizdash, who got away a good shot. And halfway between the blue line and the top of the circle. Got a lot on it. Couldn't beat Snyder. Getting to it first was Michael Andes. Plays it down the floor for the U.S. It'll help kill some time. Comes out in front as Rekosh tried to play it off the boards. It hit Andes, almost went into goal. Almost disaster for Slovakia. He dodged one there. Melker. Fashko Rudash. Melker. Figura's out in front. Melker. Fashko Rudash. Another big save by Snyder. This time with the right leg. Just got the toe on it. Slovakia keep it in. Shot. That went off of Andes. Out of play. Boy, Robert Snyder. It's been brilliant. That time got a little help from the defense. Andes blocked the shot. It went up and out of play. We're down to just 16 seconds left to go in the power play for Slovakia. Dinesh waved out. And again, the U.S. clear it. That'll pretty much do it for the power play. Just 10 seconds to go. Korbash back there. He's knocked down. Ball to the side of the goal. Picked up by Levichka. Pavelka. Pavelka with a bit of rum down the right side. Pavelka stopping up. Penalties over. We're back to even strength. Shot comes in off somebody wide. Comes off the end boards. They score. Pavelka able to knock it off the end boards as the penalty had expired. Shot was well wide, but it came off Actually, I believe the glass in behind Snyder. And Adam Pavelka was right there to knock it out of the air. The ball was maybe about 3.5 feet in the air, certainly below the height of the crossbar. Clean goal. No chance for Snyder. And it is 2-1. Lots of time left to go in this one. 10:46 left to go. 1-goal game. Right at the USA blue line, Slovakia trying to take advantage of that goal and build their momentum. They're going to come in again. Backhand goes wide. This time, Snyder plays it off the end boards. Bump back there. Budes. The US got it up along the boards. Poulin. They can't get it out. Maybe on the third try they will. They don't. It is kept in. Great play by Sarvash. Shot comes in. Snyder makes the save. Budes. Poulin. Off the glass and out of play. And you could see Slovakia, after getting that goal, a little bit of jump in their step, pressuring the United States. Just under 10 minutes to go. All kinds of time. This 1-goal game. Face-off controlled by the States. Can't get it out. Figueroa held it in. Now it's cleared away by the U.S. and hustling back is Vizdash. Vizdash. Taking his time. Up ahead. Making a good run is the captain, Minko. Oliver Minko. Along the boards. Gets it down low. Fashko Rudash. Minko in to help out. That's Melker. Dumped out in front. States are away. Almost a 2-on-1. Ball just sits there, cleared away. Quickly they come back. Fashko Rudash. His shot went wide. Stick tied up. Rusty Abate. Really good play for the U.S. Kept in by Slovakia. Minko. Along the boards. Minko back of the point. Lost it. Jumping on it is Albright. Here's Albright down the left side. Albright made the pass. Didn't get through to his teammate, as Juraj Figueroa got back to break that up for Slovakia. Budes up through the middle. Albright holding it, still holding it, goes to the backhand. Save made by Rekosh. Albright just kept moving forward. By the time he decided to go to the backhand, he was just in too deep. Slovakia trying to get it out, held in by Melfi. Ball comes into Rekosh, who covered up. Ball lifted high in the air, racing after it, onside. was Korbash. But Ferris got back to knock the ball away from him on a good defensive play. Up ahead to get it to Latanero. He'll clear it in. Sahul reverses it. Levechka. Levechka out at center, knocked down, kept in by Budes. Eatons for the United States will leave it along the boards. Kept in by Melanson. Melfi knocks it down, gets it in, backhand, wide of the goal from Geetons. Geetons will get to it first over in the far side. Bumped off the ball, back at the point. Abate, shot got through, save made by Rekosh. Bouncing ball, wide of the goal, and that'll be a flooring call against Slovakia. Still 7:04 left to go. 1 goal game. Two more to go this evening on our webcast schedule. U.S. win the faceoff cleanly. Shot, scores! Steve Poulin. Boy, we talked about it earlier today. It's just a matter of getting the ball in the net. Wasn't a lot on that. Rekosh never saw it. Went through a mass of players. They won the faceoff cleanly. Back to Poulin, who just directed a shot towards goal, hoping something good might happen. It did. Gets past the Slovak goaltender. And the United States reclaimed their 2-goal lead. Huge goal, 7:01 left to go. Importance of a clean face-off win, importance of getting people in front of the goal. USA chant goes up. Dumped in. Fashko Rudash for Slovakia. Fashko Rudash couldn't work it out in front. Poulin is there. Comes to the side of the goal. Comes right out in front. Melker couldn't turn and get a shot. Minko to the side of the goal. Pressure here by Slovakia. Shot goes wide as Snyder shuts the door once again. USA player's been knocked down in the corner. Referee's arm is up. And it will be body contact, penalty to Slovakia. Players having words. Officials need to get in there. They do. Good job. USA player was knocked down in the corner. Officials jumped on it right away and made the call. Minko pleading his case. But very seldom do you see a player win that argument. Great opportunity for the United States. 6:21 left to go. Third period, they lead it 3-1. Very good crowd on hand here this evening at the Glacier. U.S. won the faceoff, but played it off the boards, and Slovakia able to clear it down the length of the floor. Garneau dumps it in off the boards, and that'll bring about a face-off in the Slovak end of the floor. So I guess mission accomplished there. Dump it in, force the goalkeeper to play it. Get a face-off deep in the other team's end. Minute 41 left to go in the U.S. power play. Slovakia get it out. A big collision along the boards. Players gone down. Jan Sarvish. And they're calling for the trainer to come over. And it will be a penalty. Melantson's going to go for tripping as he tripped up Sarvash along the near boards. So that will bring an end to the U.S. power play. We'll go 4-on-4. Minute 28 left to go in the initial penalty. Face-off will be to the left of U.S. goaltender Robert Schneider. Again, it's now 4-on-4. Face-off won by Slovakia. Vizdash doesn't shoot it. Now he does. Doesn't get through. Blocked beautifully by Andes. Now Andes racing after it. Vizdash got back. Andes has the ball. Cycles it down low. Albright. Albright. Behind the goal. Out in front. Shot. Off the defender. Trickles wide. Not sure Rekos saw it. Again it comes out front. U.S. backhand wide. Off the boards. Melker plays it back behind his goal, but Slovakia being pinned in their own end. Just over 5 to play. Vizdash dumps it into the corner. Back first, Ferris. Quickly around the boards, picking it up on the far side. Brad Budes. Budes holding it. Trailer. Ferris shoots. Whistles it over the top of the goal. Kept in, out at center. Simonetti, his shot. Save made by Rekos. Four and a half to play. 2-goal lead for the United States. Gadosh. Up ahead. Shipped in. Korbash. Again, the States get it out. Gadosh across. That's picked off nicely by Shaw. Shaw will send it down the floor. Not enough for flooring. Just kills some more time. Brief power play for Slovakia. Just 8 seconds to go in the man advantage. Down low. Korbash. Back. Gadosh whistles it wide. Comes off the end boards. Shot doesn't get through to goal. Penalty's over. 5-on-5. Slovakia with it out in front. Into the feet of Christian Racek. Dumped in. Washer towards the goal. States now in forechecking. Tamburo. Try and hold it down deep with 3:16 left to go. Sarvash couldn't catch up to it. Simonetti rings it around the boards. Held in over there by Church. Slovakia pressing now. Shot goes off a foot up in the air. Gonna wave it off. Quick whistle. They thought that Schneider had control of the ball. He didn't. He was bobbling it. It fell down and was put in the goal, but whistle clearly had gone first. Unfortunate for Slovakia. One of those things that happens all the time. Sometimes in your favor, sometimes not. .251 is the time left. Ball wasn't dropped fairly. Faceoff may have been won by Montanaro using his feet, so he gets waved out. They'll redo it. States do win it this time cleanly. Melfi over on the far side, can't get it out. Shot ricochets over into the far corner. Players in there. Budas pinning his man to the boards. In there to get it. Denish. All dumped into the corner. Denish and Budas still tied up over the corner, and they finally disengage and head out. Ball kept in by Slovakia. Chance shot. Another save by Schneider. Korbash had the chance. Budas clears it down the floor. Long pass by Rekosh. Up ahead. Bring it in over the blue line. Denish. Taken away. Abate. Behind the goal, hit a stanchion. Almost came right out in front of break for Slovakia. There's a shot. That goes wide. Off the end boards. In front. Rattles around. Korbash. Levichka. Down into the corner. Slovakia on it first. Fashko Rudash. Fashko Rudash able to walk out in front, gets the backhand. Schneider made the save. Ball cleared away. Slovakia net is empty as they opt for the extra attacker. Rekosh has gone to the bench. Minute 17 to go. Play right at the blue line, brought in. Minko, his shot goes wide. Melker on the far side has it. Back at the point. Figura. Shot towards goal. Schneider. Saad reaches up, snatches it out of the air, and holds on. 54.2 seconds. Great pressure by Slovakia. Didn't get a lot of clean shots on goal, and the couple that they did, Schneider came up big. Slovakia using their timeout now. Their net is empty. They trail by 2. There are the Slovakian players. Coach Marion Longhour. See what he can come up with. His team trails by 2, just under a minute to play. Our next game was scheduled for 7 o'clock, which is only 13 minutes from now, so obviously that one's going to be delayed, and that's because of the delay that happened earlier in this game with the lights going out. We had about a 20-minute delay towards the end of the second period in this game. So that's going to move the next game back a little bit. And is able to get it out, emptying it, hit the outside of the net. Now it comes in front, tapping it home, Evan Simonetti. With the 2-foot putt, knocks it home. 4-1 USA, that'll salt it away for the USA. United States lead it. 41.7 left to go. Big victory here for the United States in the under 18. And Dreshko, another save by Schneider. One more for good measure. Rekoš back in goal for Slovakia. He was very good as well. Time ticking down, 10 seconds to go. United States fans, quite a few of them here in Mount Pearl. In behind the play, Jan Sarviš mixing it up with Michael Andes. Again, quickly separated. Very good crowd on hand here this evening. As I mentioned earlier, somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 USA fans have made it here to St. John's for these World Juniors. They had a tough one earlier with their under 20s, but the under 18s have come through in a big way. It's a huge victory over Slovakia this evening. Game coming up next was supposed to be at, as I say, 7 o'clock. Italy versus Canada in the U18s. Set your clocks back a little bit. That one will be delayed. Official opening ceremony set for 8:45. And then our final game of the evening in the under 20 division, Canada versus the United States. And expect to see a big crowd on hand for that one. And you can hear the United States fans cheering as their team has come away with a victory here this evening. Final shots on goal, by the way. United States out shooting Slovakia 29-26. Let's stick around for the player of the game announcements. Robert Snyder, certainly a candidate for the United States, as was Jordan Albright. I'm going to go with Snyder. We'll see what the announcement is. A little tougher call for Slovakia. They did play well. But Sarviš had a very good game, as did number 81, Oliver Minko, Peter Melker. Anyway, all meaningless. We'll see what the announcement is. Nobody cares what I think. They announced for Slovakia. Not sure anybody knows who it is. All right, none of the players I mentioned. It's number 69, Alexander Vizdaš. A number of players for Slovakia played well. They just couldn't beat Snyder. Okay, this one I got right. I can pick the obvious. Robert Snyder, goalkeeper for the United States. We'll get the playing of the U.S. national anthem. I guess fitting that the Star Spangled Banner gets played on this July 4th Independence Day. United States fans happy with the outcome. All right, we'll step aside, get ready to tee up our next game. It'll be in the under-18 division. Canada versus Italy. We'll be back with that one in just a few moments. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from the Glacier, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada. Back in a few minutes.